So today we will see how to create what if analysis in Qlik Sense. Okay, so what if analysis means you know dealing with multiple scenarios based on different inputs. So I do have this summary report. So this particular topic is what if analysis. So in this summary report, I have multiple fields. Let me see this columns. Okay, I have this unit quantity, uh, unit price, and order price. Let's say I have another input parameter which is called as GST or tax. Okay, simply tax. So tax should be inclusive on this order price. So whatever the order price is, tax should be inclusive on this. And then if the tax will be changing by the government regulatory, then in the due course of time, the tax can also be changed by the user here without intervention of the developer. Okay? So that they can be able to change the tax of the dashboard globally. Suppose the tax is increased from 15% to 18%, then they should be able to change the tax. Okay? So how to do this? This is what we call as a what if analysis. All right. Now for this, I will say I have to deal with the variable. Okay, in order to do this, I have to deal with the variables. So I will select. In addition to this, so this is the field. Now I'll just create one more column which will have this order price inclusive of tax. Okay, this is unit price, quantity, then order price, the final price, which is the payable amount, that should be inclusive of tax. So let me just create one more field over here. New measure. Create a new measure. On the fly, I will create here. I'll not create a column and measure in the master item. If I'll create a measure in the master item, what will happen? Okay, that can be applied in multiple instances. So let me just create there only then. Fine. If I'll create here, then that will be confined to this particular KPI only. So I'll create a new measure. Measure name is price inclusive of tax. Okay. Okay. Let's change the expression. Here the price is say sum of this is measure. Uh, this is a measure, so that's why it's not coming up here. If I would have done that in the back end, then it would have come here. Okay, fine. So okay, this is fine. Quantity into unit price. So this is the order price. Now this is the order price. plus. Okay, quantity into say 15 divided by 100. This is the calculation, correct? Suppose this is 200 and then the same is 200 into 0.15 or 15% is 30, right? 30 is the 15% of 200. So this will be total price will be 230. Okay. Now this is my dynamic value order price. Okay, now if I'll just add this in this particular chart, I have to measure item, measure order price inclusive of tax. So let's see what this data is changing. Okay, so that's fine. It's working fine. Say it is 4240, 4240. This is the 15% add on to this value. Say just to cross check this calculation is working fine. I'll just check this one. Four two four zero into 15. Okay, sorry, 0.15. So the total value is absolutely correct. 4876. Okay, 4876. So all these values are calculated like this. Now, so this is one more column which we have added, and that shows the order price inclusive of tax. The tax is 15%, which is now hard coded. Means although we have written in the expression, but it is hard coded, right? For all the time, it is 15%. So, in the due course of time in future, suppose the government changes the tax amount from 15 to 18%, what will happen? What about the client will do? Client will not should not require the help of developer to change it, so that we will make it automated in such a way. So I have to deal with the variable. So how to create a variable in Qlik Sense? Here we have this option variables. Okay. These are the options. I just create a variable from the scratch. Here you can create a new variable, give the name of this variable, give a suffix, prefix, so that it should not contradict with any other names. Okay. Description is not required. You can give if you want. Then fx formula editor. Okay. And the tax you can simply add say 15. Okay. Right now it is 15. All right. Or say 17. It's fine. Now the variable tax is 17% will be considered here. Okay. done. So it's a global variable. It can be accessible across the dashboard. Now, how we can input the data, this variable as a parameter of our dashboard. In the dashboard, I want to give an input so that input I can change the value of a variable. For that, I have to go to this charts, sorry, custom objects. We have here Qlik dashboard bundle. Go to Qlik dashboard bundle, variable input. Select this one. So I'm keeping this variable input over here. This is the object. Now, what you can do, you can go to the appearance, general appearance, and then variable. Select the variable which you want to be fitted over here, and will act as input to the dashboard. So the list of the variable which is created, including system variable and user defined variable, are listed here. V tags. Okay, and so was the input box or drop down or a button. It's up to you. See, input box means you can input it anytime. See, this will be a text box kind of thing, right? You can change it. It doesn't look much better to me. Uh, okay, so if I change it here, it will not impact to our code. Nowhere impact to our code because I have not implemented that. So I can do it like this, or I can make it slider. So if I make it slider, I have to define the range, okay, of the slider. So values, select the values. Variable input is from say 1% to 30%. Okay, 30. Sorry, maximum is 30. And step means in which frequency it will increase. Okay, the threshold, the increment threshold will be this one. Slider label, if you want, you can define slider label. So I have enabled it. So whenever I select the slider, the label will come here on this. That's it. Now by default, the variable has been changed as 18%. Okay, size is not supporting. Size, but more height. Okay. Switch of the title. I want this to be shown like this one. That's fine. Now it is from the 1 to the scale of 30. Okay, I can change it. I'm just inputting this data to the variable. So if whatever the selection I'll made, it is basically changing the variable value on the real time. Okay. Now I need to inject this one in the code. So go to data. We have this expression written over here. Instead of this 15, okay, I'll just make add the variable. So go to this variable, and here we go. I'll just select this variable name, the tags, select the mouse over here and insert. That's it. Okay, apply. Now the data will keep on changing. It's 18%. If I'll change it to say 15%, you will see the impact on the last column. So this is what we call as a what if analysis. Alright, I hope you would have liked the session. If yes, please give us a thumbs up. and subscribe the channel to stay connected. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.